Hey everyone, it's me, Master Walrus 9, and I'm here to talk about something interesting I recently found. Now, it makes sense that this exists, but I never actually searched for it before, so I wanted to showcase. I'm on the One Piece card game website you see in the corner. This is official. Bandai Namco logos right there. I was looking up a deck list, and one of the ones that popped up was actually for a character from this website. So what I learned, and it makes sense because Bandai wants to sell cards, they're going to sell you a deck list. So you have something that's interesting that you could play, and it's decent, I guess you could say. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to look at two different deck lists for the blue-yellow Nami from OP11 and the red-blue Caesar from OP10. We're going to try out their deck list card for card and see if it's good enough to actually win. So let's take a look. Here they have the core concept of the card. You're going to be playing defensively with managing your cards in hand. You're going to keep a full hand, but you're not going to keep an overstocked hand. Give you a deck list with numbers. So you want 4 of these Capones, you want 4 of these Zeus, 4 of these Capones, 4 of those Usops. If you notice, you actually are looking at different sets. So this deck uses sets Premium Booster the Best, OP11, OP3, OP4, and Extra Booster 2. They also don't really cheap out with cards. Rare, 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 uncommon, super rare, uncommon, super, secret rare, common, rare, rare. So of course their goal is have you buy packs, get cards, make this deck because you're new to the game, you love Nami, she looks great in this artwork, and you want to do something with her, and this is the best thing you know so far because you're new. So I'm gonna go spend so much money, I haven't even checked Katakuri prices recently, and get the new secret rare from the set. But ultimately your secret rares are going to be powerful. After they show you your set breakdown, you get a deck breakdown. It has an early game, mid game, and end game to help you understand your pacing and what you want to do with the deck. So in your early game, it says that make sure you're using your hand size wisely. Don't be afraid to trash events in order to get down to below 7. Also note your on opponent's attack is excellent for that effect. You have to have a Dawn attached, but that's no issue. You gotta essentially get Dawn back next turn. Cards like Zeus, which allow you to add a card from your hand or from your life to your hand, is an excellent option because that's going to activate your Nami's effect and allow you to draw. It also shows you the tech information. Keep in mind that life cards are added to your hand before your leader's effect activates. So if your hand size, including Zeus, reaches 8 cards or more, you can't draw that card. So it does tell you the processes and order events to help you keep worry of that. Got your mid game when you're reaching around 5 or 6. Sanji is your best option. You get to play stuff like your Chopper and your Nami. You're going to want to make sure you get some 2k counters in your hand for extra defense. The deck's loaded up with a good amount. And then finally, when your opponent starts playing high cost characters, your 8 drops, your 9 drops, your 10 drops, don't be afraid to play Katakuri, don't be afraid to play Red Rock. These are removal for that purpose. Finally, your late game finisher is your Luffy. He's got Rush. He's a super strong character, and you're never going to go 10 to where you won't have that Nami effect in hand. So all in all, it gives you a deck list, it gives you a deck breakdown, and we're going to try that out. So I'm going to pop up the sim. I have the deck already pre-built. Got the Nami right there. Just gonna quick join someone random, and we're gonna try out a match. Ultimately, I think the deck list is fine. It's not very defensive with defense, but you are more focused on playing defense with your character's counters. You'll be playing against OP10's Eustace Captain Kid. We don't have any of the early game we really want. We're going first. I don't really want to 2-drop Zeus, so we're gonna mulligan. I guess we're ending turn. Now, Usopp's not too bad in this deck list. You have 2 or fewer characters with 5k or more power in play. Play up to one of your 6k or lower with no abilities. So that's definitely using the effects of the counters in here, the Straw Hats, and the Fire Tank Pirates. So, okay, please Viola. I guess he's shuffling the order of our life. You know what? We could have played the Nami and tossed the Zeus and I'd have been happy, but he couldn't attack anyways. We got our Katakuri, which is kind of a little rough in the early game, but it's nice to have for that late game approach. I think we're at 6. So if I drop Zeus, I'll have no issue to draw. Take Top Life. I feel like you'd want the weaker ones there. Gale Viola. Card action. We're gonna draw. And we're gonna attach one at end of turn. We're gonna go for an attack. We're just gonna end. Now, cards to drop in hand. Chiffon. Not the worst. Like 5. Do I have like a 1k counter? Well, I'd like to drop Tony and Usopp together. Yeah. Use card action. We'll just toss the Chiffon. It's 2k regardless, but we are going to, well, have that plus 2k for the entirety of the turn. So if he plays a rush by chance, it's... Okay, that Basil Hawkins is a little bit rough from what I'm liking. Okay, the Luffy, not bad. Just, again, it's a little too early. I would have liked to draw it maybe next turn, 2 turns ideally. Yeah, we'll play Usopp. And we'll play the Bopper. We'll attach. Going for the attack. He's gonna kill him. That's gonna trash one of my life, and that's a little. Does Capone Beige revealed? Yeah, I might as well draw. That's a little rough. I'm not a fan of this at this point in time. Like, again, having 2 Luffys, that's great in the late game, but this is too early for this. Okay, he plays the Robin to just go in for the trash. See, because like he can attack with the Hawkins and stuff like that. I guess Capone really doesn't offer anything at this point in time besides being a 2k counter. Oh, you know what? I'll trash a Luffy, and that seems a little rough, but honestly, having 2 8-drops in a row, I don't think the game's gonna last that long. So we're gonna have Usopp and Chopper and the Nami go in for strikes next turn. Gonna be at 7. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I like that. We'll 6-drop the Sanji. We're gonna bounce Basil back to hand. Attach to Nami. We're going for some strikes. We'll start with 5k onto Usopp. He's gonna counter out of that. Go for the Bopper. I feel like he should counter out of that. He's got a ton of cards in hand, so it's a good chance he's got some 2Ks. We'll go with the Nami. From what I noticed, you always want to attack low to high. He took it. We're going to take the extra card draw. There's no reason not to. Zeus can maybe come in handy in the late game. We could, in theory, bounce up Zeus with Sanji. we'd be at 7 next turn. I wouldn't want to lose to Usopp, but it's not like we need to have him live. And if Sanji dies, we do have the Bobber. 6K. I'm not looking forward to this next play. Part of me wants to keep, but also we can drop Luffy and go for a rush attack. Let's see what he plays. This is a really cool kid leader. Okay, so he goes for an 8 drop. Damn. This is destructive. Okay, okay. Nothing we can't live through. So I think we Katakuri. Yeah, I mean, I think it's Katakuri and attach. We're at 7. I put you on the bottom. Back to Nico Robin. He took it. I mean, there's no reason not to, I'd say, at this point in time. End turn. Prepare for countering out. Yeah, a couple 5K hires, so the Usopp's not the best, but yeah, so far I'm not upset with the deck. I think it's doing fine. We're keeping a ton of cards in hand. We got a good defensive state. We're kind of going against something that can just hit the life card, which is a little rough, but it's what you gonna do about it scenario, you know. Got the kid and the end, so we want to attack hard. I mean, having the Sanji, having the Katakuri, and having the Luffy would not hurt at all. And the Luffy means we get to attach from there, which means we still have a 2 drop. So we could, in fear, it doesn't have the 5 drop to really activate this effect. It's like best potential. I mean, we can attach a couple others. Yeah, we'll use the card action. We'll toss, think 1 drop Usopp's the right step. Yeah, now he goes 7. I want to save that Sanji. Drop Chiffon. I want to keep Beige just for the 1 drop search. Okay, he's got the Beige down. Red Rock. Oh, part of me really wants to drop the Luffy. Luffy, toss Beige, get rid of that Beige. Oh, shoot, that's tough. That's tough. That's an on play that returns to hand. And he's 9. Best in. I'd love to get rid of all Red Rock, but I think I just need that aggro. Remove the Beige. Yeah, because the Beige is gonna protect the law. so he's got to go. So I think I drop Luffy. Go in for the attack. Crash a boost. I want those 2K counters. And yeah. That's what I want. So ideally he blocks with Law. Okay, so he just lets it go through. We'll go in with Katakuri. Okay, he's processing a trigger. Okay. A card draw. Another red rock. I'll go in for the attack. He's kind of got to either counter out or yeah. It only needs a 1K now. This being a defensive deck means that we kind of drew into some rough cards to get defensively. But all in all, I think we let the Sanji die if he attacks the Sanji. Luffy we want to keep because we can just bounce that back up. Red Rock. I mean, the nice order is the event effect. Yeah, card, toss, no blocker, hit the Zeus. He either leaves his Law attacked or he leaves it open. This is a good match. I think the deck is solid so far. I haven't played any of Nami, so I don't know what the deck might want out of this. I think the color combo is fine. I think the organization is fine. I've got no issues. Okay, he goes in 10. He goes in for the Sanji. I'm gonna let the Sanji get killed. Oh, it's KO'd by an effect. Oh, this is the #1 rule. Read. Okay, and he plays out. That's a little rough. Okay. We really don't want to take it, but I think we have to. So I let that go, and I should not have, but I didn't know. I thought it was an on-play, on-KO effect, not just an on-play KO when affected. So, we're gonna hit Zeus, use the card action, take the top life, KO Capone, card draw. Gonna red rock. Hit that. I want to keep the red rock. I really don't want to get rid of these, but he's got like no cards in hand. I need to counter out more than I need to. Yeah. Yeah. So I think what we do is attack. Oh, shoot. Trash the red rock. I need counter. Bounce that back to hand. Give the Nami. And I really don't need the other two, so I'm going to leave him up as a feint. I mean, part of me wants to do bat, and then... I think I attack with Nami. And I can invest 10 if he decides to take the life. He only needs to go 2 out, so he might have the cards for that. I didn't read the cards, but only some fairly powerful stuff to where I don't think he's got the counters. No, I should have invested. 1, 2. Oh, shit. Okay, so we leave out for a feint. This has no effect because we don't have life for him to trash. He's gonna get a big hitter. Okay. Yeah, we leave those up as a feint. He's got 2 cards. Okay, he goes in 7. He goes in 7 there. Which he goes in 8. Goes in 8. 9. Oh no. It's over. He knew it. He knew the method. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna go down with dignity. That was an awesome game. I think based off of that card list, Nami was super fun. Had no issues with that. So now we're gonna take a look at the next card deck list that they have advertised. It's gonna be Caesar Clown, red blue OP10. This red blue control deck uses Caesar Clown, and it's one attacking effect, which is it's powerful. So my only issue, I don't feel like it's using enough about blue. Now I don't play enough blue to know options. Played a little bit more purple, I would say. I've been looking into black for the new emu deck that's gonna come out. But a majority of this is red. Now you can definitely see the link, the pattern that's going on, the train of logic. You're gonna play defensively and you're gonna let your Caesar Clown do the primary attacks. One thing I don't like about this deck list, you have really no counter options. You look at your high ends, Ain, Caesar, Dragon, and Gum Gum UFO have no counter. So you're really relying on your counter cards in hand. There's a good amount that have like plus 2k, the Mocha, the Otama, Sanji, and you got a few blockers in Chopper, Dragon number 13, and the Sanji Chopper. That's you're using this One Piece the best, extra booster 1, Royal Blood, 2 legends, 500 years in the future, and Romance Dawn. Early game is all about Monet and Virgo. Monet is the key portion of this deck. Return Monet to your hand for your leader effect. Play it again next turn. Keep it safe. Your mid game, once you've used your character's 1 attacking effect, focus your opponent's mid-cost cards while playing your own. Turn the board in your favor by playing Smiley with Caesar Clown and reduce the power of your opponent's characters. So the Caesar has, if your opponent's 4k can be destroyed, if you attack with 2 Dawn attached, and return a card that is a punk hazard to your hand. That's a mouthful. So Jozu is another option to bounce cards back to the opponent's hand. Well, I'm not the biggest on bounce, it's fine. Endgame, you're gonna play cards like Ain, Dragon, and Gum Gum UFO. Ain and UFO are your primary ways of reducing your opponent's power, while Dragon is your big hitter for your end game. Now, the few times I played, I have not gotten Dragon, but let's take a look at this. Caesar Clown. And we're gonna quick join and see what we got. Waiting for a connection. If you watched so far, let me know what your thoughts on the video has been and the decks. I enjoyed the Nami deck. It's one I could definitely see myself playing, but not winning too many tournaments unless you got the right pilot. Caesar Clown looks very interesting. Playing it a couple times, it's very straightforward. Bless me. Yeah, it's trying to connect still. Yeah, if you got any leaders you want me to see the official deck list and try out, I'm more than happy to do so. Or if you have an idea for a deck list, I'd be more than happy to play that out. Send me a link or something in the comments and click join. Give us a couple seconds, and if it doesn't really do anything, then we'll just randomly join. Oh, there we go. So we're playing against Purple Black Luffy from OP09. I'm gonna go first so we can get attacking with the Monet next turn. Honestly, not the biggest fan of this hand, but you need Monet. Monet is the lifeblood of this deck. So opponent's card, always read your opponent's leader, have an understanding of what they do. Your characters won't cost, do a return to the deck, set one of your Dawn to active and one is rested. Hit your opponent with good luck, have fun, because we're positive like that. Now I'm going to showcase why Monet is the crux of this deck. Monet, activate main, give 2 rested Dawn to a character or leader. You're going to hit your Caesar each time. And then give one of your opponent's characters a -1k. Then you attack with your Caesar. Activate the effect, bounce Monet back to hand. KO one of your opponent's 4k or less characters. Boom. I might leave one up for a feint, but yeah. Otamas are good options for reducing stuff in the late game. With the 1 cost, giving -2k is pretty solid. But the 2k counters also make them valuable. Next turn, we're going to go to 5. I think I'm going to drop Bopper and Monet. Do I want to take damage this early? Being 4 is a little rough, but he's also got 4. He's going to ramp up really early as well. I'll take it. Black Maria. That's going to amplify the effect fairly well with Luffy. Okay. We get our Caesar Clown for next turn, which isn't bad. But we need the 7 drop. We would need a solo drop him, which means no Monet, no energy attached. So I'm not the fan. I think what we do is I play Monet Chopper. Get rest. Attach you and give you -1k because it doesn't really matter. Attack, bounce back, hit you. Now a part of me could have also wanted to play Mocha, which I might want to save, but it allows me to drop this Caesar and then, well, it gives me a bounce target, but I can't 7 drop. Really, for the most efficiency, you gotta Caesar with Monet and Sanji. Okay, we're gonna block now because we're getting a little bit more efficiency. Okay. I think a 7 turn, we're gonna Mocha, Monet, and Dragon number 13. Then we have a target for the Mocha, or we have a target if we really need. And we're gonna hit Sanji. Really, Sanji or Zoro would be both hits, but since we're gonna be playing the Monet as well, that's gonna be a little bit more efficient. So bomb, hit you, hit the Mocha, -1k. Dragon number 13. Not enough hand regen in my opinion, but gonna do about it. Bounce back, hit you, Next turn we can Mocha Caesar, or if they play something threatening, I would say we could Mocha Monet or Ain Monet. The 5. Hit the Mocha. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna blocker. The Luffy we're gonna definitely hit because that 12K is gonna be threatening. We kind of just have to take, and then we'll block this. And the Black Maria is just gonna be so good for this deck. Like, I mean, look, he's already at 10 again. Well, he's not at 10 again, but he'll be at 10 again next turn. Having double dragon is really nice, but we need to bop. Aim, make it 0, makes it easily targetable. And we'll hit you. And Mocha really doesn't have an opportunity to attack. Since he's at 0, we might as well. You'd have to have double 2s. Yeah, he lets it go through. And we did that because now we can hit the Maria and clear board. All in all, I'm happy. Caesar Dragon might be the option. Depending on what he does, we'll bounce Mocha. He plays the Frankie. Oh, Nami. He's got a few blockers, which I'm not a fan of. No 2Ks. We're gonna have to take. Having double Monet is nice, but it's not like, it's not the best, not the worst. I think what I do is Monet, and then I'm gonna attack, bounce up, attack, and then maybe Jozu to Mocha, return you. Well, no, if I do that, I might as well. I'm at 8. Yeah, I'll keep 13. I don't want to double just yet. I'll Jozu, hit the Mocha, return Onami. Yeah, I think that was the play right there. He's countering out because he's low on life. And I've got a little bit better. He replenished that hand really good. He's at 3 right now. Here comes the fucking 10 drop again. Part of me wanted to redo that in 6. Do I 7? I don't need 2 Mochas. I just need 1. So now he's more likely to target Bane. Gives me a bit more in options. Okay, fight pirates. Oro. I go in 7. By Mocha? I think I Mocha. I want to hit. He's scared. Okay. So we're not removing him this turn. It's gonna be like near impossible to remove him. We can remove the Zoro, the Monet, and we can play Dragon and Chopper for extra defense. I like that approach. And the next turn we can Monet and Caesar and then go for game on the third turn from there. I think that's the play. So action. Double target Caesar, give -1k, so you're at 4. Pop. Chop. I fake out having a 2 drop. So who do I give that final one to? I think I give it to Ain. Turn and kill. 7. Yeah, he's scared right now. Yeah, he's countering out. He's got like nothing in hand. He thinks that this is gonna be enough. I assume he's gonna drop. Was he at 7? Yeah, I think he's probably gonna drop 7, go 12-12. Maybe play something. But where we have double blocker, I'm not too afraid. He plays the Sanji, which KOs a blocker, which is really rough. Hitting the Jozu. Not a fan, not a fan. Do I block? I want the offense. Yeah, maybe that was the wrong play. Really wants it, but I can't give up Monet. Can I? He gives up. With the Robin, I think we would have been fine. I think I was gonna give up the. Okay, we'd have the Monet here, which would have not been bad. I think I would have given up the Monet. We would have been able to pull a Smiley attached to, give him -3k, attack, and then go for game with a 7, a 7, and a 7. And I like that. That sounds right. I think that was good. We would have had nothing. We would have died the next turn. But I think we were going to die the next turn regardless if we didn't have the Monet. So, all in all, that just came out just right. Yeah, that's my approach to these decks. Again, this is the official One Piece card game website. So if you are interested in playing a deck, feel free to check them out first. Are they going to be your best decks? No. Feel free to check out other deck builders. But it's a start. It gives you the concepts that you want to look for. Adjust from there. As always, my friends, stay sloppy. Bye-bye.